Live from New York City, this is Girl Group Studios, and I am your host, Quanie. We are locked into the pulse of music and pop culture. Today, we're diving headfirst into the biggest headlines, and then we're tackling a crucial conversation. Let's go. First stop on our news rundown, major buzz hitting the airwaves for the 2025 BET Awards, happening Sunday, June 9th. And get this, we've got an absolute powerhouse lineup set to receive the Ultimate Icon Award. Now, I question this because why are we still giving Icon Awards out? And they're giving out 4, not just 1, but 4. But I also agree in the sense of instead of nominating people, I have this theory in my mind. Instead of just nominating people, just say, hey, Mariah, Snoop, Jamie Foxx, Kurt Franklin, we want to honor you. And instead of putting you in a category, how about you just show up and we honor you? So that seems to be what is happening. Now, I mean, think about that roster. Mariah Carey, the undeniable vocal queen. Snoop Dogg, the West Coast legend, always pushing boundaries. Jamie Foxx, a chameleon of talent from acting to music. And praise the Lord, Kurt Franklin, who has completely redefined gospel music for generations. Each one is a true and undisputed influence in music. So that's undeniable. I mean, this isn't just an award, I would say. I think it's more of a milestone and a marker and a testament for what they've contributed to the music industry. And you don't want to miss it, so check that out. Next, sticking with the BET Awards, let's break down the nominees specifically for Best Group. Now, when we say group, the BET Awards reminds us of the landscape that we are living in right now, which is very wide open. It's not just about vocal harmony anymore. It's about powerful collaborations and dynamic duos. Let's run them down. The nominees for Best Group are Common and Pete Rock, Drake and Party Next Door, Flo, Future and Metro Boomin, Jacquees and Dej Loaf, Larry June, 2 Chainz and The Alchemist, and Maverick City Music. Okay, so what do we see here? We got Flo representing that authentic classic girl group energy, and they are absolutely crushing it right now. A true force for the modern girl group sound. Then you have these incredible collaborative forces. Common and Pete Rock bringing that lyrical fire. Future and Metro Boomin consistently delivering bangers. Drake and Party Next Door, that signature OVO vibe that we all know and love. And let's not sleep on Maverick City Music. Their impact in gospel and beyond is undeniable. So it's a fascinating, interesting snapshot of what group means in the music industry today. Wouldn't you agree? So who's got your vote? Can Flo really take it home for the girl groups, or will one of these powerhouse duos snag the win? Hit me up on social media. Use the hashtag Girl Group Studios. I want to hear from you. All right, from awards season to festival season, let's talk about the Roots Picnic. Another one in the books, and for 2 days, Philadelphia's Paramount Park became the epicenter of music. Questlove and the Roots consistently delivered a masterclass in curation. So huge shout out to everyone who braved the elements. We saw the rain on May 31st, which caused some significant delays, with Questlove even issuing an apology. But June 1st, things rebounded and the vibes were back. The Roots Picnic, hands down, is one of the how can I say this? It's one of the best something for everyone festivals out there. It's just a vibrant tapestry of Black music, from R&B to pop stars like Maxwell, Miguel, Tim's, to rap titans like Meek Mill, Glorilla, and Lotto. However, let's talk about Maxwell. If you don't know, then I'll say it, so don't ever. He delivered a masterclass. The rain cleared just in time for him to showcase his incredible catalog of Ascension, This Woman's Work, Fortunate, and get this, Dave Chappelle joined him on stage, so that was a legendary moment right there. Then Meek Mill closing out the festival on Sunday night, the hometown hero himself. Talk about a dramatic entrance and a dramatic exit. But he brought out Philly's own Skrilla on Friday, and Friday, excuse me. And he delivered a motivational speech, pure meat. The dreams and nightmare moment, everybody has had one of those moments. I've had one plenty of times, but the most talked about moment was when he stopped the dreams and nightmare intro twice because apparently the crowd's energy wasn't there. So what does Meek do? Brings out Gilly, and they perform this classic Philly speech to fire up the crowd. And when those 2010 hits, Rose Red and Levels dropped, the place exploded. Which brings me to a point that I saw on Twitter. I still call it that. A young lady was saying how she doesn't want to hear music that's older than 5 years old. Let me know how you feel about that. Still on topic with the Roots Picnic, Pusha T performed, bringing out Malice from the Clips, which is their Roots Picnic debut, and they performed their hits like What Happened to That Boy, which was pure fire, and they set the stage for a new album apparently. And then 2 Chainz jumped in, trading bars with Black Thought. So, stuff like that just makes the Roots Picnic utterly legendary. Even without Kendrick Lamar being there, Kendrick's presence was felt. The DJs kept dropping Squabble Up and Not Like Us, and I think that they even had a marching band that orchestrated Not Like Us. So, it's so interesting how the song went from a diss track to a full band cover. That might be hip-hop history. In one of my favorite performances, Musiq Soulchild even transitioned and came onto the stage performing some of his songs. So shout out to Musiq Soulchild, big influence on me. All right, we've covered the headlines, the concerts, the awards. Now it's time to shift gears and dive into a conversation that's vital for our industry and frankly for everyone. We're talking mental health in music. We celebrate the triumphs, the chart toppers, the sold out tours, but let's be real, behind the scenes, the pressure is immense. This isn't about the A-listers, it's about every single person driving this. It's a really incredible industry. Today we're cutting through the noise to discuss the specific challenges artists face, explore vital resources, and look at practical coping mechanisms. Quick but crucial reminder, I am here to facilitate this important discussion, not to provide professional medical advice. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out to a qualified mental health professional or utilize crisis hotlines. Your well-being matters. Let's break down the unique pressures that put immense strain on mental well-being in this industry. It's a different world in the spotlight. Every move, every lyric, outfit is dissected, scrutinized, and often weaponized. And I like to talk about the constant public scrutiny. There's almost no privacy, there's no anonymity when you're a public figure. And when you add social media to that, it becomes a double-edged sword. So yes, the connection should be real, but it's also relentless when you want to compare it to just the immediate criticism and the constant pressure to perform even off stage. And I can just believe that it can be exhausting. We've seen countless artists from Britney Spears to Justin Bieber speak about their sheer but overwhelming toll that fame has brought them. It's a heavy crown. That always on culture, always touring, promoting, recording, writing, it's a nonstop grind. And there's really not an off switch. There is moments to be off, but for the most part, things do occur on the weekends. Shows happen on the weekends. So, especially for emerging artists, the pressure to make it, the fear of failure, the inconsistent income, that alone can really bring a massive burden. And it can really paralyze an artist. And I really want to highlight and talk about the long stretches from home when it comes to touring and being away from family and being away from that core support system. And I saw a video clip of Tyler, the Creator, this week, and he was discussing how at 34, touring is not as enjoyable as it once was for him. And he likes a certain structure, and you're waking up in different cities and you're waking up in different countries. And there's all these negative side effects that come with touring. But however, what makes up for all of that is the fact that the shows are incredible. So is it worth it? It's really interesting. Imagine, living and working with the same people day in and out. And I'm talking about just group dynamics now. And, you're under pressure. There's just a potential for internal conflict, competition, deferring ambitions. And for many group members, they start out really young and they often miss out on crucial developmental years because they're thrust into the spotlight. And we've heard the stories. Think about the stories you heard from Destiny's Child and TLC and Little Mix, the immense pressure and scrutiny they face as young women trying to navigate fame and personal growth. So the challenges are very clear, but the crucial part is knowing that help is available. And let's talk about resources and coping strategies that can make a real difference. Professional help is key. I am an advocate for counseling and therapy. It's not a sign of weakness, it's truly a sign of strength. And seeking professional help, it should be destigmatized because I believe that it's essential. And I also believe in support groups, connecting with other people who truly understand. And it may not be as literal as a support group, but having a group chat maybe. I also want to highlight industry specific resources such as Music Cares, which is a truly fantastic resource from the Recording Academy. And they offer critical financial aid, healthcare, addiction recovery services specifically for music professionals. And you should look them up. And there's other organizations too, the High Arts Network. That's another one. And there are artist wellness programs, which I think that the label should definitely encourage these type of programs, and they stand behind that and they do offer that. And the industry is slowly making way, and it's waking up to its responsibility, but there's a long way to go. Establishing boundaries and learning to say no, protecting your personal time, this is absolutely crucial for self-preservation. Having a strong support system, leaning on your family and your trusted friends. I also encourage doing a digital detox. I also encourage, prioritizing sleep and having a very good a food regimen that works for you. Exercise, nutrition, the basics. They are your anchors. Mindfulness, meditation, taking breaks from social media, and constant connectivity. I think that is essential for clearing your head. And for those with platforms using their voice to speak out and help others like Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Halsey, I think they're doing an incredible job as well. So to summarize, mental health in music is a critical issue. The challenges are immense, from constant public scrutiny and isolation to financial instability. But let this be clear, resources do exist. Professional therapy, industry-specific organizations like Music Cares, and personal coping strategies like boundaries and a digital detox can truly make a profound difference. And my message is simple to you listening. It's okay to not have it always figured out. It's okay to say, hey, I need help. Or, hey, can you help me with this? The more we talk about this, the more it will become more normalized, and the more we can collectively build just a more happier, a more supportive, and frankly, a more sustainable environment for everyone in music. I want to be in an industry, I want to work in an industry that has these type of tools and resources naturally, because it's such a popular industry. Wouldn't it have these type of resources? So I urge you all to continue this conversation, check in with your friends, educate yourselves on these resources, and spread compassion. And this isn't a trend, it's a fundamental part of well-being. I also saw the video of Vic Mensa, who has a whole platform. I believe he's having a very public conversation about mental health and finances and making money, and please look into it. And it came just in time as I was preparing to do this episode. So this is not something that I'm just preaching about. It's something that's truly happening. Before we go, I want to hear from you directly on Spotify. We're running a people poll question on this episode. What's the biggest mental health challenge artists face today? That's our show for today. Thank you for tuning in, for engaging with us with this vital conversation, and for your constant support of Girl Group Studios. The passion to do this show, it fuels me. We'll be back next time, live from New York City, with more authentic voices, vibrant energy, and the deepest dives into the music that moves us. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep the music up.